Morning, guys. It is 8 o'clock in the morning right now, and I've been up for an hour and a half trying to fix the broken hot water system. I've finally given up and am now heating up a kettle and a cloth. Kettle's done. Time to shower. Yeah, no, that's a bad copy. Morning sun. Okay, so for a lot of you guys out there, this won't really mean anything, but it's Anzac Day today. And Anzac Day is a day which Australians remember our soldiers who fought in the war and the lives that they gave. Now, Anzac Day is a sacred holiday for us. I mean, Australia really cares about its soldiers. So that's why I'm pretty pissed off. Now, Australians often get ripped on for being racist, but I'm just going to put a few things out there for you right now. Number one, I was denied entrance to a Chinese restaurant in my own home city because I'm not of Chinese heritage. What the flying... I had to have a translator if I ever wanted to speak to my real estate agent or landlord when I was living in St Albans. And now they want to change the name of Anzac Day. If not, get rid of it completely, because it's not relevant to a large part of our population, and it may cause offense to other races. No. Now, like I said, I'm not racist, but can you imagine what would happen if I opened a restaurant in Melbourne and said, I'm only letting white people in? There would be an uprising of people saying, he's a racist pig. You know what? Those Asians who opened that restaurant in the city are racist pigs, and I'm outing them. Racist sons of... But doesn't every race deserve to have a safe haven which they can go to? I mean, gay people have gay bars, why can't Asian people have Asian restaurants? Look, this is just like when they turned around and said that we can't call them fairy penguins anymore because it might irritate the gay population. Bull the fuck shit. Nobody gave a rat's ass what you called the penguins, and I don't give a shit that we have gay clubs because you know what? Straight people pour into them as much as gay people do. Therefore, white people should pour into that Asian restaurant and dominate it. I don't care who moved to this country and doesn't feel right about Anzac Day. If you move into a town, you do not suddenly forget about every person who has lived and died there. The cemetery still has tombstones. People have still had memories there. You can't just go about changing that. So no, I don't agree with changing Anzac Day because it's racist against the people who were here first. Now, of course, I don't mean any offence to Aboriginal people who obviously were in Australia before white people, but at the moment, white people, I'm sorry, it's true, Aboriginal people efforts, we have apologised to them. I personally do apologise, even though my ancestors were not involved in the incident at all. But at the moment, we're talking about the new invasion. Now, this is Zoe. My other housemate Hayden is also going to say a few words. Let's hear what they have to say about Anzac Day.
I think it's wrong that they can try and change stuff like that, like the Anzac biscuit. You can't just change it to something else. Also, don't like the fact that people think that we shouldn't have Anzac Day. Anzac Day is more Australian than Australia Day.
Anzac Day doesn't need to be changed. Anzac Day is pretty much everyone's history here. As Ricky pointed out before, that cemeteries and stuff, they're here, they're going to be staying here no matter what happens. And they deserve respect. And Anzac Day pretty much is just going to change everyone, and everyone will probably hate it just because other people or other races don't like it.
Now, personally, I see Australia as kind of being a giant share house. Say that an Indian man, a Chinese woman, a white Australian guy, and I don't know, let's just throw a Brit in there for fun. Say they all moved into the same house. It would be wrong for that Indian man to deny everybody access to Indian food. It would be wrong for us to refuse him to celebrate his Indian holidays. It would be wrong for the Chinese girl to deny all Asian culture in the house, and it would be wrong for us to deny her to have Asian culture in her room. It's just not okay to squash anybody else's beliefs, no matter who you are, and Australians believe in their soldiers. So please, if you're going to come into our country, if you're going to be a part of our country and our home, as much as we respect your beliefs, you have to respect ours. Racism is not okay, no matter which way it's directed. And Anzac Day is one of our proudest holidays. Our soldiers deserve to be remembered for the way that they protected our country and our world in the wars. They defended our way of life, and I'm not about to sit back idly watching it as it's taken away. So yes, I'm sorry that over 100 years ago, white people came to this country and did the same thing to Aboriginal people. That was wrong. We've done our best to make up for it, and I just hope that the hate that is felt between the two races can dissipate, because I know personally, I didn't do anything to you. My ancestors didn't do anything to you. Somebody else's ancestors did something to your ancestors, and I'm really sorry for that, but there isn't anything I can do to change it. There is one thing that we can work to change, though, and that is the overflowing racism and overactive PC bullshit that is destroying the now. I will never sing Bar Bar Blue Sheep to my children. I will never, ever open a restaurant that denies people of other cultures. And I'm sorry, but while we're never going to have a Ramadan parade, we are going to have our Anzac Day. It is something that is important to this culture, and we would not go over to other countries and try to get them to stop having their major religious, social, or political holidays. I'm sorry, but we deserve to have our Anzac Day untainted, unpolluted by racism, and if your ancestors weren't a part of that war, if your ancestors weren't Anzac soldiers, then Anzac Day has nothing to do with you. I'm sorry, but move along, because Anzac biscuits deserve to be called Anzac biscuits. Anzac Day deserves to be called Anzac Day, and our Anzacs deserve to be honoured. That's all there is to it. Now, I know this is going to eat up a lot of my video time, but I am going to insert a minute of silence into this video to remember the Anzacs. I'm hoping that you're going to join with me, because while it might not mean a lot to you, it means a lot to me, and it means a lot to Australia. So, here we go. Thank you, guys. Okay, we're recording.
The dog is not respectful.